my turn. My turn. Congratulations, Alice and John, on this auspicious occasion. When Alice told me that she was getting married, and of all her friends, she chose me to be her maid of honor. I was so angry. I was pissed off. I was really jealous. She picked me, right? If you only know the words I was thinking when she told me this, but I can't say any of those words in front of the bishop. Oh, it's a pastor, a deacon. They're all the same things. But let me tell you the reason I feel this way. Me and Alice was homegirls. You know, your friend that you have that you stay on the phone all night long talking about how men suck. We could do bad all by ourselves. We don't need a man. At that point in time, Lorena Bobbitt was our hero. But all of a sudden she decided, oh, I want a family. I want to fall in love. Right? Look at you now, girl. You found yourself a sexy, handsome, ambitious man. And me, just getting over a breakup, barren, childless, and no prospects in sight. Whew. It's getting hot in here. Oh yes, the doctor say that I'm in menopause. But that's okay. John, did she tell you how we met? Does anyone know how we met? She used to braid my ex-fiancé hair. Yes, and then she started braiding mine. And you know, when hairdressers do your hair, how they tell you everything and we share all kind of different stories. She tells me, and she told me and still tells me a lot of stories. John, for a small fee, I'll tell you all her secrets. Girl, you know we're friends for life. I would never do that. But let me tell you something, John. You see, my friend Alice, you got you a talented, beautiful, lovely woman. Second best is not that bad. And girl, I am so happy that you decided to go on this journey before me. I can learn from all your mistakes. But anyway, I don't want this speech to be about me and my life. I am here with all your friends and family. Look at them, all happy for you. I am just here to say, lift your glasses. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy your wonderful, beautiful life together. And I hope you all are happy. I think this bottle empty. Bartender, I need another rum. Oh my goodness, I look amazing in blue. Mm-hmm. Today's segment is dedicated to online dating. Today we have my guest by the name of Ms Carol Jimenez with us today. She is 56 years of age. She's a mother of twin girls, and she's 50. Did I mention she's 56? Oh my goodness. Presently, she works as a liaison for Manuel Gomez, who is famous all over New York as a private investigator. So you better be aware of Miss Carol. She's serious business. Thank you today, Miss Carol, for joining us.
You're welcome.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
So you're 56.
Yes.
Take a look what 56 looks like. This is, girl, you're amazing. The hair.
Thank you.
Flip the hair so everyone can see the hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just got a haircut recently.
amazing.
So, yeah. I had to do it up a little bit.
People don't like you right now because they're like, that's not what 56 is supposed to look like, but you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
So today's segment is all about online dating. And you started online dating in 2005, you told me.
Yes.
That's
about
a
that time.
long time.
Yes.
But one thing I wanted to just rewind and go through first. You said you were married twice and divorced. So with all that time and those relationships, what are you looking for in a man at this point in your life?
Well, right now I'm looking to find my insignificant other. I mean, I want a partner for life, somebody that wants to do the same things that I want to do and not be in a rush to go somewhere, just, just to take his time and live the rest of the life that I have left.
You sound like
whatever
you
it
just
is.
want to have fun. You want to have some fun, Miss
Yeah,
Carol?
well, yes, I want to go to the beach. I want to travel a little bit more. I love doing that, and it's been a while.
And those two relationships you were in, what would you say is the main thing that you learned from those two past divorces, I should say now?
Well, the first time I was married very young. I had my twins. I chose to be a mom, and that stopped my dating, scene. So I had some catching up to do later on. Well, then I was married for 13 years. Then I got divorced, stayed a while by myself for a while, and then I met my second husband in New York, married him 8 years, and then I got divorced again.
So now we're back in the
single.
field.
Back
We're
in the
doing some
field.
online banking. We're trying to change things up.
Yes,
Why did
yes.
you choose online dating?
One of my friends introduced me to it, and I think that, it's just basically, easy. It's at my leisure, whenever I have time, I go on. And it's like going into a candy store. You get to choose who you want to talk to.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's what exactly was my next question. What exactly it is about the online dating? So it's like a candy store. You have a lot to choose from.
Absolutely.
Because some people would say you're crazy.
Well,
Because people are scared. You don't know who you could meet. So why choose that route?
my family asks me the same questions all the time, but you know what I say? You can meet a crazy person in church, in the supermarket, wherever you go. When you walk out the door, you're taking a risk in life. So I see it as I get to choose who I want to talk to, and I meet them where I want to meet them in a public place. And if I don't like them, then, it could be a drink, it could be dinner, but, it's see you later. Nice to meet you. And I
Nice.
keep going, yeah.
So I hear all the time about some of these stories, like when people do online dating. And since you've been doing this since 2005, basically, I mean, you know all about it. So you've been doing this a very long time. So with all that, I'm sure you have met a lot of people. Tell
Yes.
me something maybe about one of your worst dates. Let's talk about dates. One of your worst dates.
One of my worst dates, I have to say, was someone I met and seemed to be a really nice guy.
They
at
all
first.
seem to be a really
in the
nice guy,
beginning,
yeah.
they're always, nice and dandy. But after a while, you get to know who they really are, and he started to become, letting himself be, So we planned a trip to Florida, road trip to Florida. Well, that was some dandy trip there. I mean, it ended up being a one-way trip, not a round trip.
So so you met this guy, everything is wonderful. You're going to Florida. You're going to Florida for what?
Well,
Vacation or?
I was going for moral support so he could see his mom.
Okay, so sick mom going to
Yes.
Florida. Okay, so this sounds great. Everyone is like, ooh,
Yeah.
online day, you get to go to Florida. So what could go wrong if someone
Well,
is?
being in a car for a lot of hours with somebody in the car can be a little bit irritating after a while, So when you want to get out of the car for a while, he doesn't want to. He wants to keep driving. I want to get out of the car, so we start getting into a little argument here and there. He says, "Don't talk to me. Don't look at me." I said, "Okay." I said, "Don't worry about it. I won't." So I started looking out the window for the last 2 hours of the trip or so. I didn't even say a word, and I think that really made him so mad that before the trip, he says, "All right, that's it. I'm pulling over. I'm dropping you off." I said, "Dropping me off?" He said, "Yeah." And he dropped me off in front of a hotel left me there with my luggage and my pillow in my hand.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
You tell me you went all the way to Florida.
Yes, yes.
And you get dropped off at a hotel. Did he at least pay for it?
No, he did not. I said, are you going to pay for it? He says, no, I'm not paying. I said, are you kidding me? I said, you know what? Don't ever call me again. Lose my number. You're such a loser. And I just walked into the hotel, grabbed a bottle of wine, went in the room.
Wow.
I was so upset. Couldn't believe it.
But you see, that's why some people are going to say, because of that story, they're not going to even bother with online dating.
Well, that's okay. That was just one little bad story. They don't
Girl, that's a
end like
big
that.
bad story.
I
That,
know.
you
But
didn't
I
get
made
left at a
trip.
corner store.
Nah, I made a trip out of it. I called my girlfriend, and she lived not too far. She picked me up the next morning, and I made a vacation of it. I was there for 10 days. I had a great
Yeah.
time.
You just living life.
Oh, yeah, I
It
pick
was
up.
you see, that's because you have a great attitude. So you
Oh,
turn
yes.
something bad and you made it into something good.
Absolutely.
With that said, tell me something about like one of your best, so someone you had like you really enjoyed their company or it turned into something like.
Well, I have one particular guy that I dated, and I met him. I had him pick me up in front of my church where I live. So
Church. So that's a good thing. You
Yes,
think most of the
yes.
time when we meet people, church could be a good idea to meet people
Yeah,
to in front of a church. Or
Listen,
how come
bad-
it end up being church?
It's
'Cause
safe because, well, it's right by me, and he lives close to me, so we live in the same neighborhood. And I figured, you know what? Let me see how he feels about that. I mean, it's a public place, it's church. Nothing can go bad there.
Yeah.
So he picked me up, and I got there. I saw the car. He opened the door for me. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, real nice, old school. I love that. And I got in the car. We went on our trip and out to dinner, had some drinks. It was nice. That turned out to be a couple of months of dating, but in a few dates, he took me shopping, bought me clothes. He's very generous, very nice person. Till today, we're still good friends. So.
Wow. So with that said, like, how many sites are you on? Like one site, two sites, or how many sites? Period. Since you started, do you change sites? Do you go in between? What do you
I
do?
started on Match.com. Somebody told me about that. Figured, I'd meet a nice guy, somebody,
Yeah.
special. And I was on there for a while, and I met, one or two nice guys. But then I went off for a while, and I was on in a long-term relationship that drove me crazy after 10 years on and off.
Okay.
So I said, okay, time to stay alone again. And then somebody introduced me to a site called POF, which I had no idea what it was. So when they broke it down, it's plenty of fish.
Oh.
And so that's
And
the
you didn't
one
catch
that,
you a fish there?
Yeah, I've caught a couple of fishes, but I throw them back in the sea when they act up. I don't stay with anything that doesn't, that doesn't meet to my standings. So, if it starts to act up, you got to let it go.
So right now, that's the main site you're on. Have you tried any
Yes.
other sites? Or
No, that's it.
you're
I'm saying,
focused?
you know what? I'm just going to stick with this one because it's a lot of work too. It's like having another part-time job. It's a job.
You said you had twin daughters. You had
Yes.
daughters, right? So how do you feel about mommy going out there and online dating and looking for someone? Because I know you said
They
they're
know.
married, right?
Yes, my daughters are both married. They live in North Carolina and with their husbands, and they have jobs and I have 5 grandchildren, so I go there, I visit them, but they know their mom's on dating, and they go, okay, Ma, who'd you meet now? Where is he from? And, how is it going? And I'm like, well, I was dating somebody, recently for about 6 months, and then, it started to get a little bit sticky, so I kind of like gave him the boot, but, he's still calling me.
Wow.
He's
Well,
a
that's-
nice man, but
yeah.
he's just, he has a little bit of issues that he needs to work on.
Oh.
He needs to work on, yes. Yes.
Well, that's nice that you definitely have the support of your daughters. So, and at least you're having fun.
Yes.
I know since you've been even doing it this long, someone might say, okay, she's been online since 2005. She meet people, good and bad, whatever the case might be, but you're still single. So you know what? I want you to answer that question when we come back because I'm going to take like a short break, but
Okay.
I definitely want that question answered because people are going to be like,
Yes,
I don't
absolutely.
understand. She been doing this stuff. Obviously, she's doing something wrong. Or something's definitely, maybe you crazy.
No,
She
not
might be just
crazy.
crazy.
No, everybody's a little bit crazy. You gotta be in this lifetime.
So with that said, we're going to do a short break and we're going to come back and speak to Ms Carol. Let's find out if she's crazy and let's find out exactly the reason why she's been online since 2005, yet she's still single. Come on
Okay.
back.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me. So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to the Miss Francois Show. We are a relationship-focused talk show with a comedic twist. I'm here with our guest, or my guest, Ms Carol Jimenez. We're discussing dating online, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So my question before we went to break was basically to find out if Ms Carol is crazy. Why has she been online since 2005 and she's still single? Okay, Carol, tell them how crazy you are. So why it is that you're still single? You should have found someone by now. It's been over 10 years you're online.
I know, it's a shame, right? Well, you know, my friends tell me that all the time. Carol, you're so pretty, you're so funny, you're great. You know, why? You know, I said, it's not a matter of why, it's just a matter of who. And, you know, it has to be the right person for me. I'd say out of a ratio of 1 to 10, if he fits a 7, then that's good. And so far, I've met some that are like 5, 6, get close to 7, but then it's something about it, you know, just it doesn't work, so I have to let it go.
And you said
I'm not going to settle for less.
And you said, but most of these, the good ones, relationship, they last only about roughly about 6 months.
Yes.
What happens at the 6-month part?
You know what? They start to lose it a little bit. They get a little too comfortable and they get slack. They slack off a little bit and they forget, you know, what it was that they did to get me there in the first place. So you got to remember.
So who
that.
ends it? You normally tend to end the relationship.
I just ended the last, I guess the last 2, the last 3 actually. Yes, I
So
did.
then now you're gonna have viewers saying, okay, she's online, 2005. She's meeting all these men, all these relationships. Oh, the good ones, I should say, because you're not in relationship with all of them. Just some of them last for only 6 months. So you're just having sex all over the place.
No. It's not about having sex. You don't do that
Okay,
with
that's just
everybody.
me. Oh,
No. I mean, you know, sometimes things happen and you do, you know, you'll have a little play here and there, but it doesn't happen with everyone. And sometimes I make them wait 3 months. I tell them, if you can wait 3 months and date me and not even try to get into my pants, then, you know, maybe you have a shot.
So
at it.
maybe they wait the 3 months and then they say, all right,
No,
it's
they wait,
good. And the
trust
next
me.
3 months and
No.
they're like 6 months, all right, I'm good.
No, they wait. And some of them want, and they come back for more. But I'm still friends with some of them. They still contact me. I'm talking 5 years later.
I like the
still
part where you
have-
come. They come back for more.
They come back, you know, so I'm doing something right.
So some would say, since you're expert as far as I'm concerned on online dating,
know
what
about
would you
that.
tell other people who is thinking about going online? What are some do's and what are some don'ts? So let's talk about what is some do's, like what kind of pictures to put online, stuff like that.
I just say be yourself. be true to yourself, you know, and don't go up there trying to put a picture of yourself 10 years ago when you're looking 10 years older or 25 pounds, you know, heavier, because I get stories from guys, they tell me it is unbelievable what they do online. And I've had that happen to me
You
too.
had
Oh yeah, I had somebody had a picture of himself, like a 10-year-old picture, and when I came to meet him in person, I'm like, I was looking for that person, and I'm going, and then he goes, there she is, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I said to myself, and I said, well, you know, here it is. I'm here, you know, it's going to be dinner, you know, drinks, and you know what?
At least you're getting some free food, right?
Exactly.
But how do you even, if a date is going really bad, how do you even
Get out of there?
Yeah. Do you have someone
yeah.
call you?
Oh,
or?
yeah. You have to plan that. You have to plan if things don't go right when you get there,
Yeah.
and you know, you say, okay, excuse me one second, I got to go, you know, go to the ladies' room. Take your bag with you, of course, you know, don't forget that, ladies. And, you know, make that phone call and then, you know, say, okay, give me about 5 minutes and I'm going to go back to the table. And then, you know, you get that call because they do that too. Hello.
True.
And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know something? I got to go. I have to go. And, you know, it was so nice to meet you, but I can't stay too long. I got to go. And
Yeah,
then
but I
just-
want to see you again. What then? What?
Oh, yeah, you know, I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, I'll get in touch with you. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've had that too.
Well, you block their
and I
numbers?
feel bad. Yeah, I do. You know, I have to do that. I have to block them online. You have to block
Right,
them on
yeah.
the site as well, you know. So I feel bad when I have to do that, but sometimes you have to do that, Ms. Francois, because not everybody's going to, you know, meet your standards. And vice versa, you know, guys go out and then, you know, maybe you're not their type. You can be beautiful, but you know, it's not what they're looking for in a woman.
Yeah.
So we have, you know, it's a candy store out there. You know what I mean? You got to pick what
Right,
you
and
want.
see that, and see at the same time, even though it's a candy store, a lot to choose from, it goes both ways. So here you are trying to impress, or, you know, do all these things to attract certain people, and then they have so much to choose from also. Because some
Yes.
people might say that's more of a negative compared to your friend hooking you up with someone, they know his background, they know him, instead of you picking from a sea of people.
Yeah, but that's what it is. You know, I get to choose who I want to go on a date with. You know, if I like what he looks like, I read his profile, and that's important, ladies. Read the profile, because if it's not what you're looking for, then why bother? You know, don't waste your time, don't waste his time, and that's how I feel. I wrote there, and when they start talking to me on the phone and asking me questions, I said, did you read my profile, or did you just look at my pictures?
Yeah.
Because that's annoying. It's a waste of time right there. That's like 5 minutes in the conversation that I don't want to go through again.
That's
You
true,
know,
because
I-
some people don't read your
Yeah,
profile.
I do.
They're like, oh, she's pretty, she got good
Yeah,
hair,
exactly. Yeah.
got nice body.
Oh, yeah, nice teeth,
Exactly.
a nice smile. You know, look at her. But I read the whole fine print, and that's
Yeah.
what I tell. That's one of the do's. Read everything from the top to the bottom, and if he's, you know, he meets your criteria, then you know what? Give him a call or text him back, and start the conversation that way. You know, and then you meet and talk for a while on the phone, a couple of times. Don't just go and meet him.
Right,
I
because
talk
that
to
could be
them.
a don't, because you don't know who you're meeting.
Right. You don't know who you're talking to.
Right.
If you don't like the conversation, and if you can't have a conversation for 5 minutes and you can't find what to talk about,
Yeah.
then you know the date's not going to be a good one. If you can talk to somebody on the phone and they can keep you on the phone for an hour, which I've had people keep me on for 2 hours, and I'm going, but the conversation is great,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
then I can't wait to meet him, you know, and
Right.
go on that first date with him. And I'm like, ooh, I'm excited then, you know. So that's where the craziness goes in, you know, and I'm like, okay, I like this guy, you know, he's a little crazy like me, so yeah. So sometimes it works.
So you definitely 100% for online dating. So where do you go? Where do you go now? Like, you're doing all this stuff. So where are you right now in your life? As in terms of relationship and dating?
Yeah, I was dating somebody presently for the past, going on 6 months again, because here goes that number again, that 6 month, then going into the 7th, you know, number. And right now, I gave him a break. You know, I told him, I need a break, get your act together, and, you know, if you know what you want, you know what I want. So he says, yeah, but, you know, you're good for me. I said, I'm good for you. You can be good for me too, but you just have to work on certain things. And there's certain things that I don't agree with. And, you know, it's like if you do drugs or, you know, you're an alcoholic. I mean, I have my things, you know, that.
Vices,
where I have my
everybody has,
standards.
right.
Everybody does. And so that's one of the things he's just, you know, and he's a liquor owner, you know. He owns a liquor store.
Oh,
so
free
woof,
liquor.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, he likes his wine. So I do too, but.
So right
you
now,
know.
at that particular relationship, you're at a standstill. And this,
Yes.
the other question, why you're dating people or even see this particular person you like, do you sign off of the online? Do you cancel it?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you
I
What do you
hide
do?
my profile.
You hide your profile.
I don't take it off. Never took it off in the, I think, 5 years that I've been on it. So what I do is I just hide. You can hide the profile, and they don't see your pictures up, but your name is up. I guess your name is up, but they can't see you on. You're not on.
Because I would think the other person, that would upset the other person.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could see if that person is online. That's the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You go on and you see his little light on. There's a little light on there that shows you if you're on.
So one of the do's is check to see
yeah,
if the
make
profile
sure,
is active.
Yes, exactly.
Because I would think
yeah.
so. You believe if you met that right person, you would totally cancel your profile?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm waiting. It's between the big guy up there and me. When it happens, and I'm hoping that it happens because I'm not getting any younger, even though I don't feel, like I'm that old. But
Yeah.
it's starting to get there.
So for now, you're all for online. Ms. Carol Jimenez is not coming off online. If you want to get with her, you check me on Plenty Official. You check me online, you can find me.
Yeah, they can find me. I mean, right now my light is I'm hidden right now. I'm hidden.
You're somewhat on pause.
Yes, I'm on hold right now. I'm on a little bit on hold, but like I was saying, I'm still friends with a lot of my old dates. They still contact me, and we talk about the dates.
Yeah.
And compare about
Wow.
the crazies and the good ones and bad ones, and we laugh
Well,
about it.
it sounds, even though some people have, things to say about online dating, overall it sounds like you have a good attitude and you enjoy doing it. It seems like you're having fun, you're enjoying
It's
life.
entertainment.
You're not sitting at home just being bored with life. You look fabulous, you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing some of your stories. I'm pretty sure someone's going to learn something from it. Because
hope
of
so.
you, someone might actually sign up online.
Yeah,
because
I
of you.
say don't be afraid. Listen, you take a risk every day you walk out your door, right? You don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen. You don't know who you're going to meet. I mean, you
True.
can meet somebody crazy right next to you in the church.
Very true.
In the supermarket, anywhere you go. So what's the difference between online dating or meeting somebody in the supermarket?
Very
That's
true.
going to walk in the street.
Very true. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
With that, I just want to say thank you for Ms. Carol Jimenez for joining me and talking all about online dating. Basically, what I learned today, you can meet crazy people anywhere. So it could be online, it could be in a store, it could be in your church. So just take chances with life. Take chances just meeting other people. I've been online so much, I'm tired. But don't forget to follow me, like me, Instagram, Facebook, all the different things. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Remember, every time you tune into Miss Francois, I'm always saying exactly what you're thinking. Yeah, see, I told you, you're amazing.
Thank you. I hope so.
See, you were all stressed out thinking you didn't even have